Your nature is peace and happiness. Thoughts are the obstacles to realization. A thought must be quelled as soon as it rises. Whenever a thought arises, do not be carried away by it. Destroy the power of the mind by seeking it. When the mind is examined, its activities cease. But if you go by the way of your thoughts, you'll be carried away by them. And you will find yourself in an endless maze. As thoughts arise, they should be destroyed then and there, in their very place of origin, through inquiry. Rejection of thoughts may be necessary for a time, and for some people. You believe that there is no end if one goes on rejecting every thought when it arises. That is not correct. There is an end. If you are vigilant and make a stern effort to reject every thought when it rises, you will soon find that you are going deeper and deeper into your own inner self, where there is no longer any need for your effort to reject thoughts. Now it is impossible for you to be without effort. When you go deeper, it is impossible for you to make any effort. The self shines by itself. When that is found, thoughts cease of their own accord. That is freedom from bondage. Let go the passing thoughts and hold on to the unchanging self. No external remedy need be sought for release. You need not cease thinking. Only think of the root of the thought. Seek it and find it. So long as there are impressions of objects in the mind, so long is the inquiry, who am I, required. Self-inquiry is not the mind's inspection of its own content. It is tracing the mind's first mode, the I thought, to its source, which is the self. When other thoughts arise, one should not pursue them, but should inquire, to whom do they arise? It does not matter how many thoughts arise. As each thought arises, one should inquire with diligence, to whom has this thought arisen? Thereupon the mind will go back to its source, and the thought that arose will become quiescent. With repeated practice in this manner, the mind will develop the skill to stay in its source. Thus, when the mind stays in the heart, the I, which is the source of all thoughts, will go, and the self which ever exists will shine. Who am I will destroy all other thoughts, and like the stick used for stirring the burning pyre, will itself be destroyed in the end. If you keep to the thought of the self and intently watch for it, then even that one thought, which is used as a focus in concentration, will disappear, and you will simply be, with no I or ego. Realization is nothing to be gained afresh. It is already there. Stillness or peace is realization. There is no moment when the self is not. So long as there is doubt or the feeling of non-realization, the attempt should be made to rid oneself of these thoughts. They are due to the identification of the self with the not-self. When the not-self disappears, the self alone remains. Though the I is always experienced, yet one's attention has to be drawn to it. Then only knowledge dawns. The excellence of sadhana practice lies in not giving room for even a single mental concept. If the moments wasted in thinking of objects that are not the self are spent on inquiry into the self, self-realization will be attained in a very short time. All that is required to realize the self is to be still. What can be easier than that? For those who are open and ready to silently receive the truth in the heart, it is easily heard. Quietly radiating from the supreme silence and stillness. That inner self, primeval spirit, eternal, ever effulgent, full and infinite bliss, single, indivisible whole, and living, shines in everyone as the witnessing awareness.